Greetings, this is Mambo Sandy. I know you haven't heard from me in a minute because I have been getting some things together for myself and so I can be of better service to the people I help. Getting some things straight, just taking care of some business so that I'm able to help you in a more efficient manner. Well, today's subject is a heavy subject, so I'm going to tell you, it's kind of for ladies, but, well, it didn't take ladies to do this by themselves, so I guess it's for everybody, but more so, it's the woman that feels this. So let me get into it. Today we're going to talk about the unborn causas. They can become causas if not taken care of. If you look at some of my past videos, a causa is a cause spirit. A causa is a spirit that now will cause you problems. You know, it could be bitterness, it could be different types of energies that bring themselves into your lives. As it was explained to me by my godfather, and this is kind of be another video, but throughout our lifetime, we pick up different causas. It depends on how clean you keep yourself, mentally, spiritually, what's in your heart, if you can pick them up and get rid of them. But if you're constantly playing with dirt, you're going to get dirty. Okay, so the unborn. Nowadays, abortions are like birth control. Now, before you jump on me and say, oh my God, here she goes. No. It is a woman's choice. Let me make that clear. There are some instances that this must happen. Unfortunately, children are not as welcomed here as they once were. Unfortunately, we kind of want to play, but don't want to pay sometimes. Or, ladies, you're good enough for a man to have fun with you, but you're not good enough to have his child. So many things I can go into. Anyway, when you don't take care of an unborn child or a child that, you know, it could be miscarriage, not just, you know, abortion, but miscarriage. Now, this has gone on throughout time. You know, women went to healers, they went to spiritual workers to get certain situations handled, okay? Because that child just, it wasn't the right time, as they say. But it's just, this is kind of very sensitive to me. Children are precious, but in the world we live in now, is very expensive. And unfortunately, it seems like children can divide people, then bring them together. I haven't figured this out yet. Maybe when I get the answer. But sometimes a child can bring two people together. But the world we live in now is very fast paced and everything is me, myself. So you're like, Mambo Sandy, get to the point. And I'm about to. Ladies, you must take care of your unborns. The children that did not get here. Why? Because they will wreak havoc in your life. Okay? Let me say this again. They will wreak havoc in your life if you don't take care of them. Okay? They can affect your love life. A man can go, you talk about love spells, and that's why I'm not on the whole spell thing, because sometimes there's a deeper underlying issue. And once again, miscarriages and abortions. These children are still attached to you. Now, you're like, well, what harm can a child cause? Child spirit. A lot. Houses operate in different ways. They can mess up your money. They can mess up your romance. Make you lose your job. Make you tired. Make you anxious. Make you depressed. And if you're empathic, you will pick up on not only just people, but things around you. Spirits around you. Now, you're probably saying, well, how do I go about this? The first thing, whoever your spiritual worker is that you work with, whoever, okay, get in contact with them and ask them what needs to be done. You can pray for them, but depending on how long they have been on you, or how long it's been, or how many you have had, there might be other measures that needs to take place. And I'm going to tell you straight out, you can do all the spells in the world, sweetie. You can do spells from the time the sun hits the darn sky to the time the sun goes down. But if you don't have that together, you will not progress. You will progress and you will go backwards. These things used to be talked about. People would have, even if it was a miscarriage, no matter how small that miscarriage was, people would have, old people knew that child had to be mourned, properly mourned. And as time went on, things got a little diluted. Finally, it's not even spoke about. It's just in some communities. Maybe some communities it is, but some communities it is not. So, this is a serious matter, because this can hold you back. Maybe you don't need to put money out for a spell, for money or love or luck or whatever, if you handle what you need to handle, if this is you. These little spirits that didn't make it here, oh, let me tell you, they will make you tired, depending on how many you've had, depending on the situation, depending on how angry they are that they didn't get here. It's a lot. A man that might, you just meet, everything is fine, everything is going good, and then all of a sudden one day he has to have nothing to do with you. Or maybe you're arguing all the time. Little shit happen. Why? Because that causa that has attached itself to you is causing that to happen. And I know there's elders out there that can agree with me. So you don't have to take my word for it. But I'm telling you, this is what's going on with lots of women. They don't know why all of a sudden they're depressed and they're this and they're that, and they don't know. Because guess what? The elders got tired of talking to us because everything was old-fashioned, or that doesn't pertain to now. Yeah, it does. The same thing when you're pregnant with a child. You need to pray, honey. You need to pray. You need to pray. You need to do whatever rituals you need to do. Okay? Because if you haven't looked around lately, a lot of things are trying to hop on board when you are having this child. See, other cultures know, keep that pregnant woman calm. Watch who she's around, because they already know what the deal is. Getting pregnant by somebody that you really don't know. It happens. But there was a reason why the ancestors and elders used to be like, do you know this man? Do you know, or do you know that woman? Vice versa. Because you don't know what that family might be carrying. Not just blood issues or other issues. You don't know what might be attached to that family. So there was a reason why babies were so precious, or measures were taken. But getting back to this Khalsa, I'm telling you from my experience, something I had to work on. They can hurt your life. And they can hold you back. And as my elders tell me, and as my papa tells me, there's always a consequence when you do something, like it or not. Once again, let me make this very clear. As a woman, it is your choice. Some may agree with me, some may not. But you have to understand, if you do make that choice, you have to handle your business. Now, those that may be Catholic out there, maybe you're not. You need to offer, you can offer some masses for these children, or pray, or do something. If you feel like, wow, this might answer questions as to why I've been going through what I've been going through all of this time. Maybe it could be months for you. Maybe it could be weeks for you. Maybe it could be years. But I tell you what, once you start to clear that up, you will also start to see changes. That's why I tell y'all all the time, it's not about a darn spell. There's other things going on out there that can cause you to have the problems. Notice I said cause. Cause you. Khalsa. Causes, problems, you issues. And I'm going to tell you this right now, because I'm getting a little passionate about this, because, you know, a spell is temporary. Getting your life together is more permanent. And when you start to get your life together, spell can help you get to a point, maybe give you a little boost that you needed. But if you don't take care of your problems, and you don't get your spiritual cleanings, and you don't do what you need to do, baby, the problem gonna come right back. It's gonna come back to you. Understand me? It's going to keep coming back. It's gonna keep coming back like luggage. It keeps going around and around and around and around. It's gonna keep coming back. And you're going to wonder why you having the problems you have. Now, ladies, I'm going to direct this to you. We are the ones that bring the life into the world. So, unfortunately, these spirits have a tendency to attach themselves to us. Okay? And if you want love, and you want a man, and you want this and that, you need to look and ask yourself that question and look back in your life. Take the time to look back in your life and say, you know, I didn't have these problems before this happened. Let me look back, because it's not as boom like you think. It's a gradual situation. Now, what you did with your body, that's your business. But I'm telling you, you got to handle what happened, so you can have the progress, the light, the luck, the prosperity, the romance, the marriage in your life. Because those little spirits, sweetie, will keep you from having a marriage, will keep you from having happiness. And you'll see everybody around you being happy but you. Ask me how I know. And you will walk around in a fog, and you will walk around in despair, and you will do everything in your power. It won't work. It won't work. It won't work. And I'm telling you right now from experience, you have to get it together. But it's up to you to ask that question. So like I said, you're a spiritual worker, but you know. You go there knowing, if you know you had a miscarriage, or you know you had unborn, you know that's the first thing you need to handle. And I can tell you this, your life will start to open up. I'm not saying it's going to be unicorns and darn sunshine, but you will see there is a difference in your life once you start getting your life on track. And you start doing your cleanings and removing and pushing this spirit away from you. Because you're holding up, if you're holding on to them, you're holding up their progress, and they're going to hold up your progress. But if you don't know they're there, because you decided, what's done is done, they'll just keep causing little issues. And you don't want to be an old person wondering why you didn't do this in life, because I'm telling you once again, they will hold you back. They will make your life hell. You wonder why you're so tired sometimes? I'll tell you why. Because those counselors can do that. They just drain your life force. You wonder why you just be snapping sometimes? Because see, they're not happy, so you're not going to be happy. So like I said, this is a serious situation that sometimes is not talked about. I'm not going to say it's not talked about, but we can talk about all kind of spells and rituals and jinn and this and that and blah and blah and blah. But we don't talk about issues that's really plaguing people, that's really causing problems with people. Your marriage was great and now it went downhill. Yeah, somebody could have did something, but it could be you need to ask yourself that question. Because those little spirits have feelings too. And they go over there to the other side. And God forbid you have other children and you wonder why maybe your children are so unruly. Huh? Oh, they can do a lot. They can do a lot. So don't think they can't. Or maybe you're a lady and you're trying to have a baby. And every time you try, something happens. Could seriously be the one or ones before you're trying to have this one, their souls haven't been laid to rest properly. And they don't want you to be happy because they are not happy and they might not understand what's going on. This was a very hard video for me to make, but it's something that had to be said because there's so many women out here maybe walking around wondering why their lives are not going the way that they need to go. And because love is a big thing to women, having a man, wonder why men don't stay around? If you're in this ship, because that causa can make people not like you, not want you to be happy. So it's a sense of you taking care of what you need to take care of. If you need to contact whoever your Babalao, Padrino, Madrina, whoever it is that you deal with, you might need to have a talk with them. And it's not for them or anyone else to see everything. So before you say, well, how come they didn't see that? Guess what? It's not for everybody to see everything. And some things you know yourself. But we've gotten too caught up into other things. This is Mambo Sandy, and I'm signing off now. I hope you listen to my words and find your spiritual worker or whoever it is to help you so you can start to progress in your life, so you can do what you need to do to help yourself. Have a great day. Bye-bye.